I've taken all the screws off, but it looks pretty good in there. It could be the DVD player's giving me issues. Have like a handshake and it goes through all of those units. So I'm going to see if I can make sure there's nothing in there that shouldn't be there. Definitely one of those pins looks a bit green. Oh, as I touched it, look what's happened. I've got a light come on there. Bloody hell, it's working. Yes, that's what we want to see. No fault codes detective. I've got Heartbreaker playing on the radio, but it's bloody working. Can you believe that?
Let's move on, 'cause it's time to move on.
Hello, so this has just started happening on my radio. I've had it a few times in the past where it wouldn't come on, but normally by pressing and holding the button, I've managed to clear it. But this now comes up. There we go, system unavailable. And it's going to shut down now. There we go. Sorry about the glare, try not to make it too difficult here. Right, audio gateway. Let's go into that. Let's turn the key on. Right, I'm going to go to trouble codes. Right, MOS master reports open ring. Well, I've been playing with that, been unplugging it and putting in the loop. During diagnosis, communication on the MOS bus was interrupted. Well, I did that. Now I haven't got a CD player in here because I've removed it. I've got a Bluetooth module instead. Obviously your CD player will be sat in there. Now I can just about see the amplifier. It's sitting down. These are extra wires actually for my subwoofer, so I can bring the sub inside the car if I want to. And just down there you can see that there's the cable which goes to my amplifier, but I can't quite get to it because this is in the way. So you've got to remove it, and this is how you do it. Pull the cover off. This is my CD changer. It's a Bluetooth module. It's got the fibre optic cable going in here, and I've got USB and I've got audio inputs as well. Let's just unplug this momentarily. If you look here, this is the connection that I'm trying to get to on the amplifier, and I'm going to check as many things as I can, including the phone system as well. So there should be a light on there when you turn on the radio, and at the moment I don't see anything. Little star fitting. To start by this side piece here, just lift up this trim for the door. Don't need to lift it fully, but it's enough to be able to pull this up here. There you go, simple as that. So you can see it's got a part number on it there. And here's another one of those optical cables that you want to check. So what you can do is go one at a time and go through all of this and see if you can see a light turn on. So if I turn on the radio now, let's see what happens. Aha, you can see that there's a light here, so that's flashing. So what I'm doing here is just checking the fibre optic loop, and that's exactly what it does. It goes through all the different systems, whether it be DVD player in the back. So if you think you've got a problem with your DVD player and it's preventing your system coming on, what you can do is get one of these little loops, and that's all it does. It just loops the fibre optic light. So it comes out from one side, it's going to loop round this and back into it in the other. Now, keeping the power on your DVD navigation, it sees this as a continual, and if there's any issues in there, then it's going to bypass it, so that you can maybe look at getting a new one of these and just do it systematically. You're going to have your CD changer. Also, if you've got like a phone set up in there, it's going to have one of those as well. And it has to have like a handshake, and it goes through all of those units. So if there's a problem with one of those units, it's going to stop your command unit working in the front. Right, let's get this little box out here. We can have a look what's going on the amplifier. hose is now loose, but to get to it, you need to take this panel off the back on one side. There's 2 screws in the back here for that centerpiece, just underneath there. Back should lift up now. So, these are your airline hoses. These control your storage boxes, but they'll also be going to the back to connect to the PSU unit. There's a fibre optic cable in here, which goes to your phone. So have a look and see if there's anything there which is untoward. You're kind of lifting it up like that. There you go. Just watch your airlines. This is what will lock your storage compartments if you have problems. It goes to this junction box here, so if you get any problems and you can't get in here, you can take off this cover and have a look at these airlines here. So here she is in all her glory, your amplifier. So I can hear, as I'm turning the command system off and on, I can hear a relay clicking in here. So let's lift it off its mount there and just have a good look at this. Looks pretty good. There's a little bit of a thing there. I wonder if that's anything to do with, I mean, it's a bit of surface corrosion, but there's the fibre optic. You push in this little tab here and slide that grey down and then pull that out. One amplifier. The only thing I can see is a little bit of corrosion there, but I don't think that would be doing anything. Part number is A230 A20 3889. Somebody's written on there R230, made by Bose. So I've taken all the screws off. It doesn't really open up that easy. You have to bend back the tabs, but it looks pretty good in there, pretty clean. There's nothing I can see that looks charred or it doesn't smell bad. There's capacitors there, but certainly there's something that I hear clicking, like a relay inside. I was hoping to find it and see. On the other side, I've taken all the screws off, but I can't really get this plate off without bending back the tabs. I don't really want to do that. So I'm going to see if I can just make sure there's nothing in there that shouldn't be there. Could redo some contact cleaner. Definitely one of those pins looks a bit green. And importantly, make sure that the pins on the other side, they're nice and clean as well. I wouldn't go spraying anything in there because, oh, as I touched it, look what's happened. I've got a light come on there. It's obviously come to life. That's interesting. I was just cleaning these pins here. There. So I must have triggered something there. Those 2 pins obviously is where these connect in. So I better not play around that too much. I don't want to damage anything. But they all look pretty good. They don't look too dirty. Sometimes even just giving them a slight bend can just make it fit tighter. Right, now be very careful though, because you don't want to snap those pins. Right, so these ones here, these have a tab on the side. You push them in and you pull them out. They look all good as well. Just check the yellow one. Yeah, they look good. They're like a coaxial cable. Right, I'm going to plug that in now that I've cleaned it and see what happens. Let's turn this on and see. System unavailable still. Bloody hell, it's working. Well, I'm going to keep talking. I've got Heartbreaker playing on the radio, but it's bloody working. Can you believe that? I'm going to turn the volume down. I can't turn the volume down because my diagnostic is plugged in. Please don't give me a copyright strike, YouTube. I'll turn that off.
The weekend.
We have music, and I'm going to keep talking because YouTube's going to copyright strike me. Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. We are working. We are working. I think it's that audio gateway. A little process of elimination there. I'm going to go through and have a look at the diagnostics and see what it says now. Sorry about the glare, try not to make it too difficult here. Right, audio gateway. Let's go into that. Let's turn the key on. Right, I'm going to go to trouble codes. Right, MOS Master reports open ring. Well, I've been playing with that, been unplugging it and putting in the loop. During diagnosis, communication on the MOS bus was interrupted. Right, so let's go and erase these codes. Press yes. Turn the key off. Wait 10 seconds. 9, 8. Turn it back on again. I'm putting it down here because I've got the glare, if you're wondering why it's down by my feet. So let's press yes. Yes, that's what we want to see. No fault codes detected. Oh, you beauty. Right, let's escape that. We're going to do some active tests now. Check the MOS wake up. Let's do that and see. After turning on, yes. Press OK. Turn off ignition. Okay. Test is running, please wait. The radio has just come to life. I can see it out the corner of my eye. Here we go. So these are telecommunications, coded yes. TV tuner, I don't have it. We don't have voice. CD changer, that's recognised now. What else we got? And command audio, obviously, that's the main unit. Navigation processor, that's the one in the back. Sound system, which is the amp. So we are all good in the hood. So everything looks nice. Live data. You can go into the components. Component 1, navigation, that's in the DVD unit in the trunk. Telecommunications, that's the one that I've got for my Bluetooth in the armrest. Command audio in the front, the main unit. Sound system, amplifier, CD changer. Well, that actually is my little Mr. 12 volt, but that's where the wire goes for the fibre optics. The other two are vacant. We are all cooking with gas. I think I'm on for a winner here. I think for years I had this where I turn on the car, and it's a really common thing with Mercedes. Lots of these years of cars are getting quite old now, and I think personally it was down to that connection, because I've mentioned it before where I've really smacked it with my hand just out of frustration. Sometimes it will come to life. Have a look at your audio gateway, have a look at the pins, make sure they're nice and clean. And if you do what I said, which was using the little orange loop to bypass any of the individual units one at a time, With a bit of luck, you're going to find out why it's saying system unavailable. Look, my name's Grooveon. I've got loads of diagnostic videos. I specialise in Mercedes SL. So thanks for getting to the end of the video, and appreciate it if you took the time to subscribe. Oh, thank goodness for that. Right, turn the radio on. Let's go for a drive, roof down.
Sometimes I feel like